Welcome to the 25th episode of the J&J podcast. My name is John.
And I'm Joe.
Thank you guys so much for listening to us each and every single week. We are well past 1,000 hits already. The views just keep going each and every day. We truly love it.
Yeah,
And we
thank you guys so much. We're so glad we're at a quarter to 100 episodes.
yeah, we're at 25 episodes. I mean, that's insane. I mean, we've been doing this for so long and we love it. We're almost at our 6-month anniversary, Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. It will be not this week, but next week. Next week will be our 6-month anniversary. How crazy is that?
Yeah, that is crazy. I can't believe it. I'm really genuinely shocked at how far we've come, how far the Lord has brought us. And it's just so cool, and I'm so grateful for you guys who listen to this. We couldn't do this without you. So great. Also, now give a shout out to Comic Book Jones.
Yes, definitely a shout out to Comic Book Jones, CBJ. They just had me on their show. They just had me on their podcast. Episode, I believe, 143. Who is Jack Helmet? So you definitely want to go check that out. We had a great time. So you definitely want to go check out WCBJ Radio for that awesome podcast. We're gonna be doing a lot more work with them soon. We'll talk about that later in the episode. But definitely go down to Comic Book Jones, support your local comic book store, and enjoy the episode. And while you're there listening to my episode with CBJ, give them a subscription. You subscribe to them. It's free. It's on iTunes. It's very easy. One show a week. And if you want to go watch them do the show live, just come down to Comic Book Jones every other Wednesday, 9 p.m. So. Great show, great podcast. You got to do it. You got to do it. WCBJ Radio. Joseph, how are you?
I'm doing great, John. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. All is well. What did you have for lunch today?
I had a crazy great lunch today, John.
What'd you have?
I had spaghetti, meatballs. I had shredded.
Sweet. There's more?
Yeah. Yes, there is. Listen. Shredded wheat thins that are strawberry, and then I had my mom's stromboli. Okay, and it had sausage, pepperoni, pastrami, salami in it.
My God,
so good. And then
you fat bastard.
I am though. I am. I can't deny my Italian heritage.
No, Joe. Question. After you ate that monstrosity, did you have dinner?
I did.
What'd you have?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, when you read in the newspaper Joe died of a heart attack, you know what happened. I had 2 cheeseburgers.
2?
2 cheeseburgers.
2 cheeseburgers? What the hell?
With sweet potatoes and between the buns. And then even after that, I ate even more because me and my brother were watching a movie. I had pretzels with peanut butter in the middle and popcorn. My
God, I thought your mom was like a health Nazi.
She was a health Nazi. I don't know what happened today. What can I say?
I mean, Joe, that's insane. I mean, I kind of think... Oh my God! I mean, didn't the doctors find fat in your blood?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what really happened. Okay?
Did the doctors find fat in your blood? Yes or no?
Shut your mouth, John, before I reach.
Did they?
Listen. Okay, listen. Here's what happened. I went to the doctor about 3 months ago, and he said there was fat in my blood. He said, go on a diet. I went on a diet. I lost 30 pounds, took another blood test, there's no more fat in my blood.
I think you just gained it all back. I mean,
probably did.
Man. By the way, guys, you might hear my air conditioner in the back of this episode. Normally I would shut it off, but because we're doing an extra special long episode, because somebody had to leave last episode, I'm keeping it on because it's just crazy hot outside, and if you don't like it, you can X out of it. Because frankly, it's too hot. Okay, I'm sorry. It's too hot for me to shut.
I have an air conditioner on in here as well, so I get you.
It's too hot for me to not. So if you hear the air conditioner on in the background, I'm sorry. It's just too hot.
So John, what'd you have for lunch today?
I had Chinese food with my grandfather. I spent the past weekend taking care of him. I was actually there last weekend too. He's a great guy. My grandfather actually wants his own segment on the show.
I can get behind that,
I mean, he wants his own segment on the show. He wants like 5 minutes where he can just kind of rant about whatever he wants.
I mean, I'm okay with that. You can go for it.
I mean, it could get really racist, Joe.
Well, as long as people know that I'm not racist and you're not racist, like, I can't be responsible for what any guest may say.
Okay, so, disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed by John's grandfather are not the views expressed by the J&J podcast. So there you go. Yeah, but he wants his own. He's actually a big supporter of us. He bought 2 T-shirts and 2 coffee mugs, yeah. and then when he found out how much the coffee mugs cost, he said that they're too expensive to drink out of, and so he actually has them sitting in his man cave. He has both of them sitting up there.
You know what I kind of hope, John?
What?
So I'm going to give a quick explanation before I tell you this, just so it makes a little bit of sense. So Jesus says he'll come back and he'll come back soon, right? But that was 2,000 years ago, okay? So I kind of hope Jesus, like, tarries for another 2,000 years. And, like, when people are excavating, like, future people are excavating, like, Brooklyn, they just find our coffee mug, right? The same way we find, like, ancient Egyptian, like, mugs and pots and stuff like that.
That would be amazing.
It would be so awesome if our merchandise outlived us.
That would be, our merchandise will outlive us. Like, I'm sure, like, our kids will have our merchandise and stuff. Be like, oh yeah, when Dad was a teenager, he ran this podcast, and there's his name. And then your kids are gonna be like, where's my T-shirt? And you're gonna be like, I didn't shell out the $20 to buy one.
That's bad news, though.
What's the bad news?
We're not teenagers anymore. We're young adults.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, we're you're 21 and I'm turning 21 next month. Dude, how nuts is that?
That is nuts, man. That's total. I can't believe it. We've known each other since we were 13.
13, something like that. I mean, that's, man, and I got to say, man, it's been a wild ride, and I wouldn't want to pick anyone else to be my best friend. So, yeah, thank you, Birdie.
We started out hating each other. We still pretty much hate each other, but at the end of the day, I don't think I would want anyone else.
We hate each other, but we learned to get along for an hour for the J&J podcast.
Exactly. Well, this episode's a special episode. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, well, we're gonna try and get there for 2 hours because we really do feel bad. Now, Joe, do you want to give the story about why the episode had to get cut short last week?
Yeah. So
in detail.
Yeah, basically what happened was I had a roommate, and my roommate left. Okay, and because my roommate left, I got a new roommate, and my original roommate took his router with him. His router was awesome. My new roommate has a sucky router, and so every time I tried to get on, it wouldn't let me on. Luckily, though, I'm coming home for every weekend for the next month, and so I'll be able to have my router at home works really well. So we're recording on the weekend.
Now, Joe, why did your roommate leave?
Well, John, not everybody wants to stay at Elam over the summer.
Oh, but he was there for a while, though, wasn't he?
Well, he's still there, but he wanted a room with someone else over the summer.
Oh, wait, so everybody at Elam can stay over the summer?
Well, they can stay. That doesn't mean everybody wants to stay.
Oh, so you were the problem.
No. I think he just wanted to be with someone else. Like, we were roommates the entire year, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh, I got you. All right, but yeah, so your dumb roommate has a new router that's really crappy. Now, is there any way of maybe talking to your new roommate, maybe we'll get him on the show, and maybe kind of working out a deal where the two of you kind of go in on a super amazing router? say, hey, look, dude, it's really kind of lame of you that you have this router because, like, I need a good router for my podcast.
Well,
actually, we can't have him on the show because his router is too crappy for you to even do the podcast from your room.
That's true. But I'm actually...
So it's his fault.
I actually might be moving in the next couple of weeks from my current room.
Ooh, to where?
I don't know yet. Basically...
To Staten Island?
No. Basically, different room on campus. The short story is that me and my roommate have a very different work and sleep schedule. And so that... I mean, and we get along well, like, we love each other. He's a good guy, but the basics of it is that, it's just causing conflict with sleep, so I requested a room change, and they said that they would get back to me with options within the next week.
Oh, wow. All right, cool. All right, good for you, brother. Now, you had told me that you have a story you've been waiting to tell me on the podcast.
Yes. Now, John, you have to understand, this is a Joe story.
This is a Joe story. Now, what does that mean to be a Joe story? What can we expect from that?
It sounds a little crazy, but by goodness, it was one of the coolest things that has happened to me for a long time.
Alrighty, well, I think we're all ready. Guys, if you want, pause this episode right now, go take a bathroom break, because I think we're going to be here for a while. Joe?
So basically, I work 8 hours a day. Half of my day I spend scrubbing floors, and the other half of the day I spend in the kitchen.
So you're like a modern-day woman.
Yeah. Are you okay? Okay. So anyway, so basically...
Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, everything's fine. So basically what happened was I was scrubbing the floors in the gym, and the Lord spoke to me, right? And the Lord says to me, Joseph, I'm like, yes, Lord. He said, you're going to find a bird, and the bird's going to be hurt, and people are going to want to kill it because it's hurt. Don't let the people kill it, and save the bird. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm not going to go looking for the bird. He said, just save the bird, right? And so I'm walking from, we had lunch, I had my lunch break, and I was walking from the cafeteria into my room to switch into my kitchen uniform. And I see these people circled around a thing. So I'm curious, and I go check, and, well, it's a bird, right? And so I pray. So I'm like, what's going on? They're like, this bird's hurt, it can't move, anything like that. So I put my hands, I don't put my hands on the bird, I put my hand over the bird. I pray for it, and it takes flight, and it hits into an air conditioner. I mean, right? Hits into an air conditioner. Guess whose air conditioner it hits into?
Yours?
Mine. I'm not even kidding.
What does that mean for you?
Well, listen. Right? This thing flaps right into the air conditioner, right? It manages to get its foot unstuck, and it perches on my windowsill, right?
Yeah.
And so I say to the Lord, I'm like, Lord, I don't understand. I'm very confused, okay? Generally, I can sort of make out your will, but this time I'm a little confused, all right? You threw me for a loop, right? And he goes like this. He's like, Joseph, I sent the bird to your window because you can get to your window, right? If I sent it to another window, you couldn't get to that window. So I'm like, okay, Lord. So I finish up my work day, and I go outside, and this bird is still there 4 hours later. It's on my window, right? So I'm like, bird. So I go grab a box. I'm like, bird, you need to come down now. Like, you need to get off my windowsill. I live on the second story, right? So I can't, like, climb up there or anything. I'm like, bird, you need to come down. The bird will not come down, right? So I'm talking to this bird when someone walks by and is like, Joseph, are you talking to a bird? I'm like, yes, I am in fact talking to a bird, right? And so I explained the situation to him. He's like, oh, I can help get your air conditioner out. So he takes my air conditioner out for me. And when he takes the air conditioner out, the bird jumps off the ledge, flaps its wings, and hits into another building and drops to the ground. Okay?
Yeah.
Fixes the air conditioner, right? And I go outside to get the bird, right? Because now I know the Lord told me to get this bird. I'm going to get the bird. I'm going to take it to safety. I'm going to save it. I go for the bird. It flies again and hits into another building. This bird was okay.
And why did you keep going to the bird? Clearly, it wanted to be on a building.
Because the Lord told me to save the bird. No, it wasn't going on, searching on buildings, John. It was hitting into buildings and falling to the ground. Right? So then a whole bunch of people come and are like, we're going to kill this bird. It's too stupid to live. And I'm like, no. Like, the Lord said to save the bird, and I'm going to save this bird from hell or high water. Right? And so as I'm trying to catch this bird, one of my friends is like, Joe, I believe the Lord told you to save this bird, and I'm going to help you. It's 45 minutes more on top of everything that's already happened to catch this bird. We finally caught the bird, right? And so then me and 3 other people are driving this bird to the vet. We get to the vet, and people are saying, Joe, this is going to cost you hundreds of dollars. Now, I don't have hundreds of dollars. They're like, it's going to cost you hundreds of dollars. I was like, listen, God never says to pay for anything. He says, just believe for it. All right? I believe that the Lord's going to get me to a vet that will fix this bird for free. We get to the vet, and the vet's like, sorry, we're closed. Here's the address of another vet. So we go to that vet, and that vet's like, sorry, we don't take birds. Here's another place. We get to this place, and I call my mom, and my mom's like, here's the true test. If the Lord told you to do it, the bird will not be killed, and you won't have to pay anything. John, I walk into this place, they're like, we'll take the bird for free, and we'll make sure it gets completely healthy. And we're so touched that you saved this bird, we will give you a backstage pass to all of our birds. So we went back there. We got to see a one-eyed owl. We got to pet ducks. I mean, it was awesome. It was so cool. I have a picture with a one-eyed owl.
Well, that's cool, man. Good for you.
Yeah.
But just letting you know, though, you had told me that this story had a very good explanation on why you couldn't buy a T-shirt.
Oh, right. I had to pay a lot of gas money to the friend who drove me because we were driving for an hour and a half.
And he made you pay for it?
Yeah.
How much he made you fill up his car?
What? Well, yeah, John. I mean, he drove me an hour and a half to a bird clinic.
Yeah, I drive you all over the place.
John, you're worthless. This guy was actually worth something.
Yeah, but do I ever charge you money?
That's the point, John. You're worthless.
But, like, Joe, that's not a real friend.
John, you know I only have one real friend.
How much did it cost you to fill up his car?
I didn't say fill up. And that's none of your business. This is not something that we should be discussing on the podcast.
Does your mom know you did this?
Yes.
What did she say?
She thinks the Lord told me to do it because the bird clinic didn't charge me anything.
She told you that the Lord told you to fill up this guy's car? I don't think the Lord ever told you to do that, Joe. That was the thing you needed to do so you couldn't buy a T-shirt? Are you kidding me?
No.
How much money did you put in this guy's car? I want to know.
Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on? Get off the phone. You're on the J&J podcast. Get off the damn phone. What are you doing? He's texting. Hold on. Oh, Joe, we're talking to people.
I know. I'm talking to my girl right now.
Okay, tell your girl bye-bye. Okay, because this is bull. Okay, it's like, come on.
Now, wait a second, John. I have a question for you. I'm sure the fans will be interested in hear this. When was the last time you had a girlfriend, John?
It's been a while.
How long's a while, John?
I don't know, Joe. It's been a while, though. So...
I feel like we should ask. I feel like I should ask, like...
No. You shouldn't ask anyone. Wait.
J&J podcast fans, aren't you curious about John's past girlfriend?
No, they don't care.
Tell us some stories, John.
Okay, all right. You know, I'm messaging Rebecca right now.
Yeah, whoa.
And guys, hey, if you go on and bother Joe's girlfriend, her name is Rebecca. Okay, so that's facebook.com/Rebecca. So yeah, guys. Now you said you wanted to dive into my past relationships.
Yo, okay. I'll stop.
Facebook.com/Rebecca. And
I'll stop, John. I'll finish the story, okay? But yeah, no, I
just letting you guys know. That's all. What was it you were saying before, Joe?
I was saying that I couldn't, in good conscience, have him drive me all over the place without buying him gas.
Where's my gas money then?
What?
Where's my gas money?
Oh no,
I've driven you all over this island.
John, it's 13 Mile Island.
Yeah, that's my crappy car.
Damn straight, it's your crappy car. There were some times I wasn't sure we were going to get out of that car alive.
There were some times I didn't think we'd get out of that car alive. No, absolutely not.
Need I tell the story of what happened on the highway?
Happened on the highway?
With your mom?
Oh, that's not me, though.
I know, but can I tell the story?
No. Come on, don't do it. If you want to tell stories about me and you in my car, remember that one time me and you, we were driving down, only a few blocks away from the house. I forget where we were going. I think it was like Sonic. Oh, no, it couldn't be Sonic. My brother was in the car with us.
No, we were going to grab Voltage. We were going to go grab Voltage right before dropping his mother off at his girlfriend.
Yeah, and the
door fell out, or no.
The door swung right open. You know, I've yet to open up that door again. We got it slammed shut, and then that was it. Joe?
Yeah, I'm listening. I was there, John. And then I prayed for it and it stayed closed.
And it's been shut ever since, and when people get in my car, I tell them you cannot open up that door. I'm like, just don't do it.
I feel like it's a holy door.
You know, I also have a rule that if you leave something in my car, it gets put on eBay.
Really?
I do.
Huh.
So don't leave anything in my car.
I'll have to leave my brother in your car. No, I'm kidding.
He's worthless.
No, he's not. My brother's 8 years old, okay, and he's already smarter than your brother.
He's probably already smarter than me.
That's probably true. My brother can play the freaking piano, and he got a straight A report card.
In what grade?
3rd grade, John.
And what the hell? I got a straight A report card in 3rd grade.
Bull crap. I'm calling bull crap on that.
All right, let's pull out the report cards. Mom! Oh, man. Yeah. But we have a lot to dive into. Oh, man. Joe, is there anything you want to talk about before we get into our topics?
Yeah. I want to pay tribute to the singer who was shot and killed.
Oh, that was one of the topics I wanted to discuss today, but yeah, we can always pay tribute. What a sad story.
I'm gunned down after a concert.
So let's let that be our first topic of the night. Christina Grimmie, 22-year-old singer, and she was on The Voice, and it's really, really, really sad. She's actually from New Jersey. Such a mind-blowingly sad story. Christina Grimmie, she was on tour with a very popular band, Before You Exit, and details are still coming out. They're still very shaky. So if we get anything wrong, please, we mean no disrespect. But it seems like after the show, she was doing an autograph signing at the venue. An autograph signing, taking pictures with fans. And it appears that somebody went up to her and just shot her. And then her brother went and tackled the guy. And then when he did that, the shooter killed himself. And that was it. Now, Joe, what are your thoughts on this horrific attack?
I think it's exactly that, a horrific attack.
It's
sad. It was pointless. Honestly, John, I think that the shooter got off way too easy.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. Early reports were saying that this was possibly an ex-boyfriend, but it appears that those rumors have been false. That this was just a random person in a sense. That as of right now, the shooter and him had no connection whatsoever. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna predict that this guy was like in love with her. And I don't know if she got like a boyfriend or something because I don't follow her. She,
I'll throw out the idea of crazy fan.
Yeah, crazy fan. Yeah, crazy psychotic fan. Probably in love with her. She probably got a boyfriend of some sort. Maybe a picture leaked of her online, and couldn't stand the fact that she wouldn't date him, and that's why he did. Kind of like, if I can't have you, nobody can have you type of thing.
But once again, that's simply speculation.
Oh yeah, that's speculation. We don't know. Details are still coming out. That is all speculation. We have no inside information. In fact, I never even heard of this girl until today. But the story is just so sad, and it makes me wonder about guns. Joe, how easy should it be to obtain a gun license or a gun?
John, now listen. I don't like politics, and I don't like taking sides in politics. But if you said, Joe, you absolutely have to pick an option here, I would say that I think it's fairly easy to obtain a gun license. And one, someone pulls a gun out in public, right? If it's hard, listen, criminals don't care about gun licenses. Right? If somebody pulls a gun out on me, though, and I have a gun license and I have a gun, I turn that sucker into Swiss cheese and go home to my family. If I don't have a gun, though, the best I can do is try to tackle him and maybe or maybe not get shot.
I agree. Now in Florida, it is pretty easy to obtain a gun. I think you can buy one at like Walmart. Like that's how easy it is. In New York, it's very different, and I believe it should be in New York. It's near impossible to own a legal gun, in a sense. And I think the process does need to be just a little easier, because if you look inside other states, somebody comes at you with a gun. 9 times out of 10, that person also has a gun to defend themselves. In New York, though, and Joe, I'm talking strictly legal-wise. Obviously, there's an exception to every rule where people own guns without, legally. Right. But Joe, 9 times out of 10 in New York, if a person comes at you with a gun, does the person have a gun to defend themselves with? Probably not.
Probably not. And I would think that unless they're a criminal or a police officer, they really just wouldn't have a gun on them.
Exactly. It is so hard to obtain a permit to have a gun in New York. And I do think we need more of a background check on people before. I believe if you've had a criminal record, you shouldn't be able to own a gun.
Out of curiosity, what's a background check going to do, John? Like, I think we both know how easy it'd be to obtain a gun. You walk down to the nearest gangster or mafia boss.
No, I'm talking strictly on a legal sense.
Right. But I'm saying, like, what is a background check going to do? If I'm a law-abiding citizen, right? Then I wouldn't need
a law-abiding citizen is not gonna go through back alleys and go.
But that's what I'm saying, right? So all a background check does is ensures that you're not a criminal. But if you're a criminal, you're not going to get a background check anyway. You're going to go through illegal means to get a gun.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, we're talking strictly from a legal sense, though. The legality of this all. There should be more of a background check. I believe before you own a gun, you should have to have a psych exam. I believe they should see if you're crazy or not.
I don't know if I believe that either. Because
if you're psychotic, you shouldn't be able to own a weapon.
If you're psychotic, you shouldn't be able to have a driver's license. But you have one, so.
But I'm saying though, like, should someone who's mentally crazy own a gun?
At this point, John, I think that I would much rather have a crazy person own a gun than certain religious groups have guns.
Joe,
I'm throwing that out there right now.
We're not talking from a religious sense. We're talking from a mental state.
I'm saying though, John, like as a whole, I'll put it to you like this: I trust a crazy person a lot more than I trust a normal person. Normal people freak me the hell out. All right, if you're normal, there's something not right about. In the words of Tony Stark, I don't trust a person without a dark side. Okay.
If
you're not just a few French fries short of a Happy Meal, I don't know how much I trust you.
Fair enough. But it should be. It's just such a sad, and shame on the venue for not having metal detectors. And I at least living in New York, you have metal detectors when you go into concerts and whatnot.
Right.
When going to a concert, though, you should absolutely have a metal detector test. From what's being reported right now, this venue did not have that. It was just you open up your bag, and they would check that way, and whatever you had on you, that was wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, I get you, and that is shameful,
Yeah. God, so sad. So friggin' sad. It needs to be... Something needs to be done about this, and nobody's doing anything, and that's the sad part.
Right. Well,
So
and I think another problem is, like, what are you going to do about it? Like, like I said, the shooter got off way too...
Oh, yeah, no. Absolutely, but I'm saying, like, we need to stop things from happening. Joe, I mean, how many times do you see...
Okay, wait. What, like, I think the problem is our society has a big mentality to mind your own business, right? And if you mind your own business, everything is going to be okay, right? But I think that a much healthier mentality is if you see somebody else doing something, like, that's bad or wrong, you jack them up. Right, I double dog dare somebody to pull a gun in my vicinity. I don't care if they're pointing it at me or not. Pointing at another person, I'll still break you.
You heard it here, folks. If you see Joe in public, instead of asking for an autograph or photo, just put a gun to his face. Please, do it. Do it. Do it.
Dog dare you, it ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now, John. I'll tell you what right now. God's a lot more merciful than me. So it's better if they deal with God than if they deal with me.
It's such a sad story, and look, we wish her family a lot of love and a lot of support. Yeah. Christina Grimmie was a great singer. She did excellent on The Voice, and clearly a lot of people loved her. And we do wish just the best for her family. We really do.
Yeah, may she rest in peace.
Yeah, it's really sad. But this venue, the Plaza Live in Orlando, Florida, needs to be held somewhat accountable for this, because if they would have had metal detectors and stuff, this might have went down a long way. This would a different way.
Right.
They may have been able to protect her. They may have been able to spot this guy. They may have been able to do something.
Right. Or they may not have. Like, we don't know.
No, of course, Joe, we don't know. We live in New York. We don't know. But everyone's kind of speculating right now, and I do feel like more precautions should have been done beforehand. It's really, really, really sad. A gun shouldn't be able to get in that easily at a concert event.
Right.
It just shouldn't be. And shame on the Plaza in Orlando, Florida. Horrible, just horrible. But this whole thing about death in general brings me to a topic I wanted to discuss, and it happens.
Gorilla.
Well, not so much the gorilla. The gorilla's old news. Maybe we'll touch upon it. We'll see.
All right.
Twitter and dead people. I want to talk about it.
All right.
Joe, now most celebrities run their own Twitter account. And obviously, when a celebrity dies, clearly they won't be tweeting anymore. Now, some people have their families occasionally tweet on their account from time to time to keep them updated with certain things. But for the most part, you never see another tweet from them. Fair enough?
I suppose so.
So why do people go and follow a dead person?
Well, John...
when I first heard about the news, I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I heard the news of Christina's death. I checked her Twitter account. She had 500,000 followers. And this was like right after the event. I fell asleep and I woke up. In fact, we'll check the Twitter account number right there. Remember, 3 a.m. She had 500,000 followers. This was right after the shooting. And I want to just get the official number, because this is it's ridiculous how many people go online and Christina Grimmie, Come on. Christina Grimmie, Twitter account. Alright, here we go. She has, and I quote, 854,000 followers on Twitter. So in a day, she gained all of those. Not even.
Wow, John. Maybe I should fake my own death.
Get more listeners on the show. But really, I mean, this is just disrespectful at this moment. I mean, if you were a fan of the girl, you'd already be following her. Let's be real. What is the point? Why are people... I don't know why would people just go online and follow a dead person? Just like that.
I don't know. The only person I ever followed on Twitter was dead, and now he's alive. His name is Jesus. So I don't know why people would follow someone.
God has a Twitter account?
I'm sure Jesus has a Twitter account somewhere.
Well, not the official Jesus. There are parody accounts.
I heard the Wi-Fi in heaven is really good. It takes about 3 days to get to Earth.
Oh, oh man, it's honestly and truly very, very, very sad. I really don't know why it's just, why would someone follow a dead person? That's just.
John, I think it has to do with the fact that we knew about her until she died. It's the same reason why people bought Van Gogh paintings after he's dead.
Okay, people feel like Vincent Van Gogh was some, like, that's artwork. That's something you're following a dead. There's not going to be any updates. They're dead. They're not tweeting anything anymore. But wouldn't it be crazy if it was? Should we?
LOL, JK.
God, should we leave that in? Holy crap! I don't know if we should.
Thing, man. John, if I die before you, okay, and the podcast is still running, I want you to write on my Facebook, LOL, JK.
If you, well, no, what you actually told me what you wanted me to do is, if you die, you want me to go on your Facebook account and check you into heaven.
Or, no, either check me into heaven or write chilling with Jesus.
Chilling with Jesus, there you go. I mean, God, I mean, Joe, now if you died, would you want this podcast to go on without you?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I would want one memorial episode done, and that's it.
And then that's it. No new host. No new Jay. No new nothing.
Unless it's my kid. Unless I have a kid, then the kid can do it. But like, other than that, like, what if the J&J podcast transcends our generation? Like, our kids end up doing it. Like, we die.
I would love that. I would love that.
Too. That'd be so good. That would be such a good legacy.
That would be great. I mean, now, Joe, realistically, we're at episode number 25 today. How many of these episodes do you think we're going to live on to do? How many, what number do you think we're going to get up to?
I think we're going to make it to 10,000.
10,000 episodes.
That is what I think we're going to make it to.
That's a lot of episodes.
I know, John.
Wow. I mean, we're going to keep doing... Like, at what age... Okay, what age can you picture us stopping the show?
Until the fans run out. When the fans run out, that's when I'll stop the show.
So, when we post an episode and we get literally 0 downloads.
Either that or either that or our downloads go down, you know what I mean? Like, they're just like, people aren't interested.
So, when we post an episode and we get 5 downloads.
Like, for those 5 fans, I'd keep doing it, right?
So how much lower are you talking?
Like, when people just stop altogether, I guess 0 downloads would be it then.
That's what you just said, and you were like, well, no, it would just go down. Yeah, wow. Though, guys, as long as you guys keep listening to this show, we're going to keep doing it. We love you guys. And as of right now, the show is only going up, and up. Right. We are so grateful for you guys. It's incredible.
Yes, we love you guys. I mean, God is good to us. He gives us you guys.
All right, but we can talk about the gorilla if you want.
Yeah, absolutely want to talk about the gorilla.
No, we kind of talked a little bit about the gorilla last week. It was so hard to do, because of your Wi-Fi issues. But all right, so what do you think? What are our thoughts? For those of you who don't know, a 4-year-old kid fell into the gorilla pit in a zoo, and they had to shoot the gorilla because they didn't know what they would do with him.
No, John, out of curiosity, do you know? Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. I don't know this. Which is why I'm asking. Does the gorilla have a name?
Did gorilla have the name? I don't.
Google it.
I don't know.
And then see if somebody made a Twitter for the gorilla. Maybe people are following a dead gorilla.
I don't know. If the gorilla had a Twitter account, that'd be awesome. Maybe we should start one.
And see how many followers we can
Just start tweeting as the gorilla.
Just be like, man, I try to save a kid, and this is what I get.
Chilling with Jesus. Do animals go to heaven, though?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't ask that question. Here's what I can say. All right, the Bible doesn't give us a definitive answer on whether or not animals go to heaven. The Bible does make two things very clear, though. There are animals in heaven, and God loves animals, right? But whether the animals that die here go to heaven, I don't know.
Do animals have to repent for their sins just like people do?
No, because animals don't have sin.
Well, I think I've seen dogs have sex without marriage.
Yeah, but the point is, John, is that the reason...
What if the dog's gay?
Listen, John.
What if the dog's transgender?
The reason why animals can do things like have sex with more than one mate or homosexual or whatever is the reason for that being is when mankind fell, all of creation fell.
I think mankind is still falling, to be completely honest.
No, it is absolutely still falling, right? Like but I'm saying when we originally fell, we caused everything in creation to fall as well. So all of the problems in the animal kingdom are just a direct result of our stupidness, right? They have no sin. There's no sin to repent of, but they don't have any righteousness either, which is why I don't think they go to heaven. They're just kind of here.
But they're so cute.
They are cute. And like I said, the Bible's clear. There are animals in heaven, right? But I just don't think they're the animals that were on earth.
Remember that time we went out to a bunch of Staten Island stores and we tried to buy a teacup pig so we can feed it bacon?
Yes, I do remember that.
Oh, man. But, really sad. But yeah, so the gorilla, they have to shoot the gorilla, and everyone's making such a big deal about this. I feel like the parents should be charged for not watching over their kid. Yeah. But I also think if it was your kid, you'd want them to shoot the gorilla, too.
Dude, if it was my kid, I'd freaking take the rifle myself and blow the gorilla's brains out.
Would that be awesome if you missed and you shot your own kid?
No, it wouldn't be awesome, John.
You'd be like, John Jr. It's like...
You would say John Jr. I'm naming my kid Eliyahu.
Yeah, Eliyahu. Yeah, that's a good name. Yeah, that's. Your kid's not gonna get bullied for sure.
It'll make him tough.
yeah, that'll make him tough. Yeah, Eliyahu. Oh yeah, Eliyahu. Eliyahu is like the gayest name you could possibly come up with. Eliyahu. Oh my God, it's Eliyahu.
John, at least my kids will have more than one brain cell.
My wife will probably have a brain cell. Probably.
Any girl dumb enough to marry you, okay, will not give birth to smart kids.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, no, my kids have no future. Yeah, no.
I'm sure your kids can work for my kids, though.
Oh, screw you. Hey, nobody disrespects my non-existing kids. Not even their non-existing uncle.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't blame them for killing the gorilla at all. Like, I think that they did the right thing. I think obviously the zoo needs better security, and the parents should be charged. But like as a whole,
Bill Cosby should have just come in and like maybe just given the gorilla something to make him go to sleep for a while. Do you think Bill Cosby would have raped the gorilla?
Oh gosh, John. I think that I'm not going to comment on that because we don't. Did he admit to doing all that?
Speaking about rape,
Oh, God.
Let's go into our next topic. I want to get this bastard kid's name right. So I'm Googling. Okay, Brock Turner. Joe, I'm sure you've heard of Brock Turner the past few weeks.
It's an unfortunate truth that I have, in fact, heard of the Brock Turner case.
Okay. Wow. I can't believe this is happening in today's society. Brock Turner is a man who raped a woman in an alleyway. He was supposedly drunk, which does not make anything better. He's 20, so he's my age. He raped a woman behind an alleyway, drunk, and two great men, pulled him up and waited and called the cops.
Right.
And this SOB only got 6 months in jail, and they said that will probably get reduced down to 3. Because the judge said, and I quote, "I don't want this to impact his life."
Now, because I've seen a lot of things on Facebook, really from one mutual friend of ours.
Yes. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about, John. But
Oh yeah.
About how this is racism, and this is sexism, and this is white privilege.
I don't think it's any of those things.
Now, wait, I'm going to tell you what I honestly think it is. I think it's good old-fashioned bribery.
Yeah, absolutely. Clearly the kid comes from money. Goes to Stanford, or he did go to Stanford, one of the most prestigious schools in the country. Clearly this kid comes from money, and it wouldn't surprise me if this judge is getting a payoff.
Yeah, absolutely. And the judge went to Stanford too. You know?
Right.
This is and I don't listen, I think that it's reverse sexism and reverse racism for everybody to jump on the racist, sexist thing that's what this is. I feel like if this was a black person or a woman and they just shelled out enough money to a judge, then the same thing would have happened.
I couldn't believe reading this though. I thought it was a joke. Honestly, when I read this, I thought this case was a joke. I thought it was wrong.
I did too. I honestly did too. I thought it was feminist, Black Lives Matters
crap. This and this is amazing though. A father wrote a public letter saying that, and I quote, his son should not get 6 months in jail because his son only had 20 minutes of action. It's like, what? What? He didn't want action? Are you kidding me right now? How the hell do people do this?
Well, I mean, John, he's a criminal. I mean, what do you expect?
But how do they say 20 minutes of action is okay?
They just do, John. I mean...
This is not action, it's rape, guys. This is a criminal. This is rape. He raped this woman. The father is calling it just action.
Right. Now, can I ask you a question, John? I want your honest... I'm going to bring this somewhere, so I'm going to ask you a question. The question might not make full sense to you. Answer the question, and I'll bring it full circle, if I want to say.
Fair enough.
Now, what would you do if you were the sister, or the brother, or the daughter, or the father of the girl that was raped?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm a little sleepy. I would kill them. I would kill them. I mean, I would be. Someone raped my daughter. Yeah, I'd kill them.
So, I just want to bring it. I want to bring it home for anybody who thinks that. And I'm being so serious with you, John, because I see so many people say that the Bible is sexist against women. And I just want to say there was a story in the Bible about this woman who was raped. And do you know what her brothers did in retaliation?
What'd they do?
They didn't just kill the dude who did it. They killed his entire family and burned his city to the ground and then stole all of his stuff.
Normally I wouldn't agree with that, but now his mother, as of today, she sent out a public letter saying that her son should not get punished. This kid is not the victim!
But I agree with them on one point. He shouldn't get 6 months in jail.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that too. He should get 20 times longer. He should get 20 years, one for each minute of action. That's what he should get.
No, John. That's far too lenient. Okay, he should be taken in front of a public setting, right? Put on national news, flogged, castrated, and then left on the street.
Yes, I am willing to sign any petition that says rapists should be castrated. For absolutely, without a doubt, I would. So, what about you, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't mean that rapists can't be saved. They can. Jesus still loves them, right? But at the end of the day, we as a society need to make sure that they can never do what they did.
Right, absolutely. Oh man, though. I mean, this guy. I just don't know how he.
Now, I just want to point something out to you about our society. Okay?
Yeah.
An innocent singer gets shot. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
A gorilla gets shot, but a rapist won't get shot. I'm so confused.
This guy, he's a horrible person. Our justice system is so corrupt, it's ridiculous. We have Donald Trump winning the presidency. Everyone's going nuts about a gorilla, and a rapist is only going to jail for 6 months or 3 months with good behavior because they don't want it to have an impact on his life. This system is corrupt. This country's messed up, and as of today, John and Joe are running for a presidency of the United States of America in the year 2020.
Can we do that, John? We won't be old enough
We
yet.
just did. Because it's time. It's time to fix the country. I have a great slogan. Make America great again. Okay? We're going to make America great again.
Wait a second. I get to be president. You're vice president.
Screw you.
Screw you.
They'll shoot. Some radical Muslim is going to shoot you before they shoot me. Okay?
That's probably true.
So.
Think about it like this, though, John. Think about it like this. Out of the two of us, okay, do you really want to deal with all that paperwork?
No, that's why you're the vice president. So you get to do my paperwork.
I mean, I was hoping to be president. How about this?
We'll flip a coin.
We'll flip a coin. Exactly.
Oh man, actually, I have a coin right here.
I choose tails.
You choose tails. Okay, all right. I'm gonna flip it right now, live on the air. Okay, and I won't lie. Okay, you choose tails.
Yeah.
Alrighty, it is tails. Okay, Joe, you're gonna be vice president.
No, screw you! I wanted to be president.
Okay. Well, you heard it here live, guys. John and Joe, presidency 2020. We're gonna beat Donald Trump, guys. We're gonna do it. Can you imagine that, Joe?
I can.
Are we Republican or Democrat?
I say we make a new third party, a different party.
Oh man, that means we're not gonna win.
You don't know that.
Get Vermin Supreme to be the mayor.
We'll have millions of listeners. Okay, they'll vote for us.
There you go. John and Joe. John and Joe.
John and Joe. Wait, Joe and John.
John and Joe.
Joe and John.
J and J. J and J.
Yeah.
It's good. We already have a logo, so it's all good.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. Anyway,
We should start selling John and Joe presidency T-shirts.
No, we should start making pins that say "Vote for Joe and John."
Vote for John and Joe.
Vote for J and J.
See, here's the thing, Joe. See, since I'm the the computer guy, I can make it say whatever I want. I can make it say vote for John, which I'm sure you would appreciate.
No, vote for Joe.
Good, Joe. Would you say we get into our dumb headlines?
Okay.
Oh God, where's the paper? I just had to. God, I hate the internet. I hate the internet because I just had. Oh wait, here we go. All right, Joe. How much do you love your Xbox?
Not enough.
You're supposed to say you love it a lot.
I mean, I love it a lot.
You seem so disinterested.
No, I'm not. Never mind. Just go for it.
You're talking to your girlfriend.
No, I'm not.
I can see you in the video. You're doing it right now.
No, I'm looking up articles. Look.
I have the article right here.
I know, I'm looking up other articles, though.
Okay. Teen stabs stepfather 8 times over Xbox. A teenager is accused of stabbing his stepfather 8 times Friday night during a fight over a Xbox gaming system. County Sheriff's deputies were called to the home. They give us his full address. 1810 Holbrook Field Road in Wright at 10:10 p.m. Where family members said Michael Tyler Sharon, 17 years old, had gotten angry because his stepfather, Jose, would not give him his Xbox, according to a news release from the sheriff's office. What? The father told his kid he had to clean his room first. Went upstairs, cleaned his room, returned to his parents, and demanded his Xbox. The kid's mother opened the bedroom door and noticed his stepson was holding a knife in his right pocket. Fearing for his life, he tried to push the boy out of the bedroom and they began to fight. He stabbed his stepfather in the back multiple times. When his mother tried to stop the fight, she feared that she might get hurt, and he let go of the teen. Oh my god. And then the kid stabbed the stepfather in the back of the head behind his left ear. He ran away. And he was charged with attempted murder. Oh my, over an Xbox? Over an Xbox! Joe!
Xbox.
Okay, alright, we gotta address this right now, okay? Put your girlfriend down.
I'm looking up articles, John. What don't you understand?
Oh, you seem so disinterested.
I'm listening, John. It's not that shocking to me. We live in America, okay? Listen, okay, rapists get 6 months, teenagers stab people over Xboxes.
Oh, that's a good... I would like to know how long he's gonna get.
With a kid?
Yeah, it doesn't say, but I'd like to know. Oh man, but do you think over an Xbox? I mean, it had to be more than the Xbox, but this is. I mean, okay, Joe. What is the dumbest reason on why you ever wanted to stab someone?
Well, I mean, I've been stabbed with a pen, but
with a pen, Joe, that doesn't count. Okay, I'll stab you with a pen this summer. I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
I got stabbed with a pen once, alright? It hurt bad enough. I learned my lesson. Anyone try to stab me with the pen again, I'll drop kick them. What's the stupidest reason? Like, I've never considered stabbing somebody before.
Really? Not even once?
No.
Well, I guess that's just what makes me, me. Okay. But no, oh my god. I mean, this poor family. I mean, how do you do that? I wonder if the stepfather was, like, abusive or something. Because, like, this is just... Honestly and truly, this is just ridiculous. Stuff like this needs to stop. Oh, man.
Now, I have a dumb headline for you.
Okay.
Now, first of all, I just want to ask you a question, John.
Okay.
Say you got drunk. How drunk do you think you could get?
Well, one way to find out. I mean, I could probably black out if I just keep drinking. I mean, it depends. Like, how many drinks am I gonna have? I mean, how drunk could I get? I mean, probably very drunk. Probably blackout drunk.
Now, do you think, John, that you could get shot without remembering it?
Like gunshot?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, listen to this. Akib Talib reportedly told his friends he accidentally shot himself. When asked by reporters what happened, he said, "I don't actually know if I shot myself or if somebody shot me. I was too drunk to remember."
What news source are you getting this from?
I have like a little thing on my phone, like a new thing on my phone where it gives me business, sports, technology, celebrities, science, style, food, and travel news, and that was under the sports news.
My God, I mean, God, why would they do that? God, people. I mean, guys, you got to handle your liquor. Let's just be honest here. Let's be real. People need to stop getting as drunk as they do. It's too much. Oh man, Joseph, is there anything else you want to talk about today?
Yeah. I mean, I have, because now I have this app and I can see all sorts of stupid things. With this app where I couldn't. Hold on, I'm looking up another headline now.
Okay. While you're doing that, though, I want to remind everyone that we do sell T-shirts and mugs, and just about everything else you can possibly think of. So you can go to jnjpodcast.spreadshirt.com and buy those stuff. It would truly mean a lot if you guys could do that, because it would seriously be helping us out a lot. And a bunch of you have already bought T-shirts, and we can't thank you enough. T-shirts are great. And they're a great company, and Spreadshirt's a great company to work with.
Okay,
okay.
I'm gonna give you a few headlines, and I'll let you choose which one.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Man canoes down flooded street, local pub. Man on quest to eat Chipotle for 356 days in a row. Adorable baby raccoon gets rescued from car engine.
I want to know about the Chipotle guy.
All right.
You know, Chipotle just opened up on Staten Island today.
Have you ever had it?
I used to eat it all the time, and I liked it, and then I got sick from it, and I haven't had it since. With good Mexican food, just I got sick from it, and I couldn't do it again.
That's fair. Okay. So the lackluster burrito chain that stole the good name of a wonderful roasted pepper has been in some pretty strange reasons. And some of them involve their sick food that literally made people feel ill.
Hey! That's what I'm just saying!
Other times, it's the love of fresh ingredients and quality cuisine that, who am I kidding? Some basic bro from Pacific Northwest is trying to eat Chipotle every day for a year, and he's almost reached his goal. Devin Cunningham's Instagram feed is simply overstuffed with visual evidence that the dude has had a meal at his beloved fast casual chain at least once a day since July 24th, 2015. There are the occasional shots of the Bellevue man's life that have nothing to do with turning into a one-man ad campaign. Then there are these side-by-side gems to feature Cunningham with a type of who wore it better scenario with a bowl of burritos. Then it has two pictures of them. On day 300 of the 26-year-old trial, the tribunals in the face of E. coli, Cunningham penned a Chipotle manifesto on Facebook, meant to answer a whole lot of questions about his quest. To ingest the bottom portions of a story of Cunningham overcoming adversity by driving Canada twice because Chipotle was closed and damn near condemned where he lived. Privilege is pretty leaping cool, isn't it? So why is this dude doing this? For the swag, he says. So apparently eating Chipotle is swag. And apparently don't get it is privilege.
Yeah, a lot of people love Chipotle. No doubt about that.
I really enjoyed it for the few times I've had it.
Yeah, people love it. I got sick from it because I don't know. I did. I used to get a burrito bowl though. I mean, people loved it though. People loved Chipotle.
Would you be interested in having a Chipotle episode when you come up?
No, because I really would rather not get sick while I'm up there.
Fair. Speaking of getting sick, I'm a little hungry. I might go for some food.
Okay, well, we're recording a podcast. All right, well, let's wrap this show up.
No, come on, we still have 40 minutes left.
I know, but Joe, like, I don't know what else to talk about.
Oh, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, John does not love you as much as I do. He does not want to spend.
Guys, I love you guys. I love you to death, but it's midnight. We're recording this, and I don't know what else to talk about. Those topics we had, I kind of felt like I thought we would get into them just a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we could go into them a little bit more if you want.
Because here's my thing, okay? Yeah, I would like to give you guys a 2-hour episode, no doubt. But I also don't want to give you guys a crappy 2-hour episode. I'd rather give you an episode where we're talking for the amount of time we can talk what you can talk about before it gets boring.
Oh, wait, I know about something that I want to talk about.
What?
I want to talk about Infinity Wars.
Infinity Wars?
Yes. Or rather, Infinite Warfare.
Infinite War, what about it?
I want to talk about how sucky it looks.
Oh, I mean, it's the most disliked video game trailer on the internet.
Right, and it looks like garbage. And I want to just say, Call of Duty, you suck for ruining that franchise. Burn Infinity Warfare and begin again. We want World War II games. Say it with me, John. We want
World War II games.
By God. I want a game where I can bust down the doors of Auschwitz and kill some Nazis.
What about World War I?
World War I was boring. People stuck in trenches. Like, it was trench warfare.
There should be a Cold War Call of Duty.
I completely agree. That was Black Ops, though. Black Ops was Cold War. Well, no, Black Ops was Vietnam. Yeah, I could get behind a Cold War version.
Yeah, but it's the most... And also, pre-orders for the new Call of Duty game have been insanely low. Now, for the combined total of Call of Duty pre-orders so far for Infinite Warfare, for all systems, it's been about 65,000 pre-orders, which, Joe, at first glance, may sound incredible, but it's only a fraction, because Call of Duty Black Ops 3 had over 700,000 pre-orders on the same day. So this is not 700,000 overall, 700,000 on the same day, and it's coming out. The games are coming out at the same time. So that is a huge drawback on Infinite Warfare. Do you think this game could possibly kill the franchise?
No, I don't think it would kill the franchise, but I think the franchise definitely needs to step up its game.
I mean, I think maybe now they should have a new game every 2 years instead of every year.
Like I said, I feel like if they go back to their roots of World War II, I think it would be a lot better.
Call of Duty fans are the worst, though, because when you try to do that, or just try to give them a basic war game, they say, no, give us something different. And then when they give them something different, they're like, no, give us back the old stuff, And then either way, people still go out and buy the game.
That's fair.
That's why Call of Duty fans are the absolute friggin' worst.
We really are. We really are.
Now, Joe,
I think that now it's time to wrap it up.
Time for our recommendations?
Yeah, we can do some recommendations.
Joe, what do you recommend for us for the week?
I recommend X-Men Apocalypse. Now I want to make a very, very quick qualifier for that. In the trailer, you saw Apocalypse, and he said many people. I've been called many things in my life: Ra, Krishna, and Yahweh. And Yahweh is the name of God in the Bible. Now, a lot of people got offended by that, but I want to point out it did not make the final release.
Okay. I don't care.
It is a good, clean movie to watch. Unless you have little kids, because they'll get scared, because there were some moments that were scary. But anyway.
Yeah, Joe was hiding underneath his blanket.
Screw you, John, okay? At least I've gotten into the series.
Mm-hmm. I would like to recommend, it just came out. It is the first time in 25 years this is being released. It is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song on a 90s green, purple, and blue swirl vinyl. So you're definitely going to want to pick that up. It looks incredible, and I can't wait to get mine in the mail. I already pre-ordered mine. Now, Joe, I want to introduce a new topic to the show before we go. Your insensitive joke of the week. Joe, you have one joke, and every week we'll end the show with this joke. Joe, why did JFK fail his math test?
I don't know, John. Why?
Because his head was all over the place.
Oh, you.
Oh, that's your insensitive joke of the week. Now, before we go, I know, but usually
Wait. Now, if you get to introduce a new segment to the show, I want to introduce a new segment.
Okay.
I'm going to call it Your Weekly Bible Scripture by Joe Vassallo.
Guys, that segment was automatically killed. I just wanted to say that joke.
No, I get to say scripture, John.
Oh, God. God, please don't.
Jeremiah 31:3 says, I have loved you with an everlasting love, so I have drawn you near me.
Okay, there you go. Now, before we end the podcast, because usually that would be the last segment, but I wanna tease a little something that I personally have been working on. Now, Joseph, please don't say what it is, because you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I want to say this. I will give away as much information as I possibly can, but we're not saying officially. I reached out to Staten Island's borough president, Mr. James Otto, to help bring this podcast and other podcasts to the next level. And that's all I'm going to say. Tune in. Keep listening to find out more, because if we're able to do this, well, then we have a nice little treat for you. And I think that's fair to say. Right, Joseph?
Absolutely, John. Absolutely.
Guys, thank you so much for watching and listening each and every single week. Tune in, subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, and Google Play. Buy our t-shirts and our coffee mugs and sweatshirts and whatnot at www.jandjpodcast.spreadshirt.com. That link will be down in the description. We love you guys with all our heart. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. 25 episodes strong, and the J&J podcast is over 1,000 downloads. Peace out, Cub Scout.
Peace out, Cub Scout. We love you guys.